Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
On second down, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check back. Check back.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards on the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz steps away to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now back out comes the offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz now to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down. Works it past the 50. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Wentz steps away to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they were able to knock off the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wildcard game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Wentz dancing to his left. Ertz has it left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. McCaffrey on the counter. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think for many of the other backs in the league.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Completes it to Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Addison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wentz, wide open receiver, complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. On first down, Wentz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I'm going to get you all day. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing is Wentz. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Wentz dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Wentz now to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Check 9, check 9. Black, come on.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
You stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you punch your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.